Your kid is fine all day at school. They're friends, around strangers, and the minute they walk in the door, they fall apart. They give their best to everyone else except for you. And there was this trend last summer that said it's because they're physically and emotionally tired and they feel safe lashing out, so they're in recovery at home. I never bought that. It's a pretty reframe that made us feel better about our kids unraveling, but I've never interpreted emotional safety to mean that we have the earned space to lash out at our loved ones. So, what does it mean? It means that when a kid is socially and emotionally drained, they lack inhibitory control. They can't control their reactions because control requires energy that they just don't have. I mean, self control is a metabolically expensive task. And code switching at school, prioritizing teacher instructions, and hours upon hours of goal directed behavior depletes their self control. Researcher Russell Barkley reminds us that self control is finite and they're going to run out of it. The solution isn't to allow it and just say that's an expression of safety. Because if you do, you're training them to understand when I'm depleted, I can act however I want. No, no, you can't. You're permitted to rest. You're permitted grace and understanding. You're permitted space. But we don't create harm because of fatigue. We use tools. And the tool that they need is awareness, the recognition of what they're feeling. That enables them to act appropriately. You say, hey, whoa, I can tell you're tired and a little overwhelmed. If that is the case, I'm going to give you space, but we are not going to be rude to each other because it was a long day. And the tool we use, parents, is structure. Structure is going to prevent lashing out because the child's brain doesn't have to use any further energy to predict what's asked of them, what the schedule is, or what the correct course of action is if it's all routine. That means you need clear, repeatable frameworks in place for when your kids are on their last legs. The same snacks, the same bedtime routine, the same feedback, use the same words. One of my sons turns into a mess when he is tired. He gets reckless, stressed out, and downright mean. And when we were back in fourth grade, we labeled the experience sleep brain. Now we have a label that says, yeah, we're sharing awareness of how you feel. Let's aim for a calm, quiet schedule on to bed. Awareness leaves him feeling seen and understood, and structure allows me a predictable path towards safety.